Two votes, but there could only be one winner. First, Donald Trump was chosen by the American people. Now their choice was confirmed by the Electoral College. It's just a formality, but in the American electoral system it is of great importance because it officially opens a way for Trump to take power.
Donald Trump won the presidential election on November 5th, but he's not president yet. First, there are a few more steps that need to be taken due to the United States' unusual system for electing a president, known as the Electoral College.
The Republican candidate received as many as 312 Electoral College votes, outclassing his rival Kamala Harris of the Democratic Party. Trump will soon lead the world's greatest superpower again, but important decisions are already being made.
The final outcome is going to be in the region. Nobody knows who really the final. I believe it's Turkey, and I think Turkey is very smart. He's a very smart guy, and he's very tough. But Turkey did an unfriendly takeover without a lot of lives being lost.
Preparations are also underway for the inauguration of Trump's presidency, which is just over a month away on the 20th of January. Prime Minister Donald Tusk didn't get an invitation, and it's unclear whether he will. Struggling for power, he held unfounded accusations in Donald Trump's direction. Trump lied a dozen times a day. He actually turned out to be a Russian agent, Putin's man, and that for 4 years was as clear as day. The question was not about former Minister Błaszczak's statements, but about your statements during this pre-election meeting about the fact that Donald Trump may have ties, even agent ties, with Moscow. No, I did not make that kind of suggestion. Trump and his dependence on Russian services today is no longer subject to discussion. This is not my assumption. How, after such words and such gestures, Tusk imagines working with Donald Trump, soon to be the leader of Poland's biggest ally, who is the guarantor of the security of us all. Or the Foreign Minister Radosław Sikorski, who went to great lengths to make these posts disappear from the internet. Trump, Putin's man in the White House. For proto-fascists like Trump or Kaczynski, elections or verdicts are only important when they go their way. They tried to downplay them or even to prove to the Poles that such a thing did not take place, that these words were not said. All these evasions mean that these comments from a few months or a few years ago will not serve them well in their relations with the United States. But what's worse, they won't serve Poland well. A nasty mistake, especially in the case of Tusk. His tweets were dangerous for us at the time, and not to mention those thoughtless gestures towards Trump when Tusk was president of the European Council. So let them learn. You don't have to look far. President Andrzej Duda has a unique relationship with Donald Trump. This is the latest meeting between the leaders during the reopening of Notre Dame Cathedral in Paris. The Polish president also visited Trump Tower in New York during the US election campaign. I, to this day, remember the meeting between the two presidents in Washington in 2019, where, in a kind of unique way, Andrzej Duda was treated by the president at the time, Donald Trump. Then Andrzej Duda and his wife were greeted with the greatest honours. After the Polish presidential election, good relations with Donald Trump may be maintained or lost.